Hi, you guys. You might have been around last year when I decided to do this, but we're going to do it again to kind of like go over last year's stuff and then also go over some new stuff for this year. If you didn't see last year's video, it's going to go a little bit more in depth on how to set goals, the right kind of mindset, and I'll still go into that a little bit today. But I wanted to basically have this be like a year-end review, how the year went in comparison to what I expected and what kind of came out of it. I'm gonna be very honest, I've been looking at the goals that I had for this year, and I pretty much didn't hit any of them, which is really upsetting because the previous year I hit almost all of them. There's some stuff, there's a lot of things that happened this year, and I will kind of talk about them a little bit, and I'm not trying to talk about them to have a pity party or anything like that, but just to, show you that I'm a real human and keep things realistic and keep it real, because I did, like I said, I went from having a year of having every single goal I set met to now having a year where it looks like I only hit 2 of them. I only hit 2 of my goals out of all of them. But let's review. This is also fun to do because what I do every year when I make these little goal sheets is I put stats on the back for social media stuff. Now, the social media part you might not have to do if you're setting goals for yourself, because for me as a content creator, social media is a really big, important part of content creation, of putting yourself out there and basically self-marketing. So that's why I keep a really close eye on my social media stuff. It's important to me. It's important for what I do. So this is from my 2021 goals. So this is my older one, but just to kind of put things in perspective, 2 years ago, my Instagram was at 2,436. My Twitch 2 years ago was at 19 followers. My YouTube 2 years ago was at 0. I hadn't even made it yet. My Twitter 2 years ago was at 646. So then if we look at the stats from last year, I made these on New Year's Eve of 2021 last year. My Instagram was at 2,933. My Twitch was at 254. My YouTube was at 61. So that means I started this last year with 61 subs on YouTube. So even though this year was kind of a poopy year in terms of hitting my goals, you'll see in a minute that there were still some wins because the YouTube did do quite well. And my Twitter was at 3,620. And now, if we look at today's stats, so today is December 27th. I'm doing this a little bit before New Year's because I'm going to be gone the next few days. But my Instagram is at 2,920. My Twitch is at 595. My YouTube is at 1,396 subscribers and 969 watch hours. My Twitter is at 3,651, and my TikTok, which is a new one I added, is 365. So that's because I just made a TikTok like at the beginning of this year. I hadn't had one before. Those are the comparisons of my social media stats over the last 2 years. The one that's been kind of stagnant is Instagram, and that's because Instagram keeps changing their algorithm. I'm going to be honest, I haven't really been caring about keeping up with my Instagram. The Twitch has grown pretty steadily. I went from 19 to 254 to then now 595. The YouTube, though, skyrocketed. That is probably my biggest win of this year, is how many YouTube subscribers I got. I'm still struggling on watch hours. I'm hoping to get 1,000 watch hours before the end of the year. So if you're watching this before 2023, thank you. You're adding to that goal. We're very close to that goal. We're only about 30 watch hours away. So thank you if you're watching right now. Twitter has kind of, it's shot up from 2021 to 2022, but now it's kind of stayed. I did have a goal of last year hitting affiliate, I think. No, that was my 2021 goal, and I did hit affiliate last year. I hit it in August of 2021. Let's go over the goals that we had for 2022, and like I said, I pretty much didn't hit any of them, but I will take a picture, and again, I will kind of put it over here to the side so you guys can see it as I read off of it. The circle of 5, your circle of 5, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So you want to make sure you're spending time with people who are helping you grow and helping you hit your goals. You don't want to be spending time with people regularly who make fun of your goals and your dreams and things that you want to do, or the people that are keeping you from hitting those things. So make sure you're surrounding yourself with positive people who support you, all those good things. I'm sorry if you hear RJ in the background. He's playing games right now and I'm filming this before I have to leave. But my circle of 5, it changes throughout the year, so that's why I always put that one in pencil, because it did change. I could tell I made some erase marks. But my life goals for this year were to get a new job, which I did. For those of you that don't know, I got fired December 23rd, 2021. So I got fired about a year ago from a shitty job with a shitty supervisor and shitty owner. And as much as I didn't like working there, it still made life pretty rough to be unemployed. The second goal I had for this year was to raise money for To Write Love on Her Arms, and that was supposed to be in conjunction with doing my Ironman, and that didn't happen, and I'll kind of go into that more when I get to my fitness quadrant. If you don't know what To Write Love on Her Arms is, it's a group that helps with suicide awareness and prevention. It helps people get help that need it. So if you've never heard of them, please check them out, and if you do want to support them, please do. It's an organization that means a lot to me. I wanted to travel outside the US with RJ. Unfortunately, we did not travel outside the US. However, we did travel quite a bit. We went to TwitchCon, we went to Anime Expo, we went to Seattle. I went to Mexico with my family. I didn't get to go with RJ though, so I did travel outside the US, but I did do it with RJ, unfortunately. But we still did a lot of travel. And then I have saved 10K. That definitely did not happen. We did not make a lot of money this year. This year was a very financially difficult year. You make enough profit from art and stream to do it full time. We maybe like halfway hit that one. I do profit from streaming and doing freelance art. I do get commissions. I do get money from that. It's not a ton though. It is not enough to fully support my life completely. I do have a part-time job now, as you see. Like, get a new job was one of the goals, and I did. It's part-time, but I'm glad that it is because it still gives me enough time to do streaming and art around doing that job, but that still helps me get a little bit more of a promised income and not just hoping that people order stuff for me kind of thing. We're getting closer though. We're definitely far closer now than we were at the beginning of this year to being able to fully support myself with my own art and my content. The other quadrant I have is fitness goals. Now this is the one that makes me really sad. I tried really hard the last 5 years to complete my second Ironman, and I just keep running into walls. Haven't been able to do it. This year I really thought I could. So everything was going really, really well. I was on a training program. Everything was going fine. I wasn't having any injuries, but middle of the summer, I found out that I had a hormone disorder. It's nothing serious, but it made things very hard to do the kind of intense training that is required to complete an Ironman. If you don't know what an Ironman is, it is a 140.6 mile triathlon. It is a 2.4 mile swim, 112 mile bike, and a 26.2 mile run. I did one in 2017, and I've been trying to do one ever since. It's been 5 years. It hasn't happened, so I'm going to stop trying for a while. And I took like a bunch of time off to just let my body figure itself out, get my hormones straightened out, but I had to stop training again for the 5th year in a row, which really sucked. And that's what went with To Write Love on Her Arms. My whole idea was to raise money for To Write Love on Her Arms while I did my Ironman. I had a special custom-made jersey. It's kind of similar to what C-Dog VA did for his big bike-a-thon that he did with Chris, and he raised a bunch of money for that. It's very similar to that concept. My other goal was to complete a half marathon. That did not happen. I did say I wanted to do at least one tri-sprint, and I did complete a tri-sprint this summer. It was very difficult though, because I felt like shit all the time from my hormone disorder. So, social media. My goal was to get Instagram to 5K. That didn't happen. Twitter to 10K. That didn't happen. My goal is to get to 2,000 on Twitch and hit Twitch Partner. That didn't happen. We're not even at 1,000 yet. And the YouTube, the goal was to get to 1,000. I don't have that checked off. We got YouTube to 1,000. Now the hope was that when I did that, I would hit YouTube Partner, because I assumed that I would also have 4,000 watch hours by that time. Yeah, I've still not hit 4,000 watch hours. But that is now a new goal for this year. So that is a review of last year's things, what went wrong, what we did do well. So we got YouTube subs down. If you want the answer to getting more YouTube subscribers, upload shorts daily. Boom, that's it. Seriously, that's what did it. As I uploaded shorts daily and I got subscribers off of it. 2023 goals. I hope you guys enjoy my wonky 2023 goals title on here. It's very ugly, so I hope you like it. Circle of 5 I haven't filled in yet because I'm going to take time to really actually think about that one. Life goals. Same as last year, I want to profit enough from art and content creation to pay my bills. And so the important thing with setting goals here that I'm going to start talking about, like what you want to do when you goal set, is you want to, 1, keep them reasonable, 2, make them things that you actually care about so that you're really motivated to do them, and 3, make them measurable. So this may seem very generic, but it is measurable. I need to make enough money, profit from all of these things that I do to pay off my bills. I know what those numbers are. I don't want to share them on stream, but I know what that is, and it's a measurable goal that I can obtain. The second one is to travel. I already have travel plans to go to Genesis in a few weeks. I'm excited for that. I'm hoping I'll be able to do a few more things with RJ, who again, you can probably hear in the background. And you'll see that I was about to make a third goal, and then I decided no, because these are the things that are really important to me. If you spread yourself too thin with your goals and have too many, you're not going to be able to hit all of them, which I think is kind of what happened for me last year. I had a lot of things that I really wanted to do, and I was truly passionate about hitting all of them, but it was a lot, and I just want to focus on these two. The biggest one being making enough money to pay all of my stuff and support myself from doing all of my content full-time. That is like my main goal for next year. Finances this year have been not great, and I don't want to keep having to deal with that. And we are on track again. It's been slow, but it is growing and it is improving. So we're going to keep doing what we've been doing so I can keep doing those things. Fitness goals. We're backpedaling here a lot because, like I said, I had different health issues going on. Our goal this year is to just complete a 5K. I used to run 5Ks all the time. I used to run like 10 miles pretty often when I was training for my Ironman with RJ. This year, complete a 5K. That's a goal for the beginning of the year. And then, by the end of the year, let's complete a half marathon. I know those are things that I can do. It's not a big thing like a triathlon, but I don't think triathlons are on the docket for this year. I think my body needs a break from doing triathlons. And then lift regularly again. So this is where I said I've started working out again and started doing things again. And that's 3 or 5 days a week. Again, you want them to be measurable results. At first, I just had it. Oh, we saw RJ in the background. You want it to be measurable results. So you don't want to just say, oh, I want to get back in shape. Set a goal of, okay, I want to go to the gym at least once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week, every single day. Have a goal, set it, have it be reasonable, have it be measurable. Right now we're about 1 to 2, so we'll increase that next year as it goes up. Social media, again, this may not be a quadrant that's important to you. It is to me because I'm a content creator, but the goals are very similar as to what they were last year. Hit Twitch partner, hit YouTube partner. We're very close to hitting YouTube partner. I really hope we hit it next year. Do anime music. So this is a thing that I haven't talked about a lot, but it's things that I've planned about a lot, and I've talked to a couple people about it. But my channel is The Anime Athlete, so I want to add in more anime stuff and more athletic stuff. Obviously, with everything that happened last year, I couldn't add a lot of athletic stuff, but I'm hoping I can moving forward. Anime music is a thing that I want to do. I want to do songs. Anime opening cover songs. I've already started working with some people who are musicians. My plan is to sing them and do cover songs with people that I know and record them, so I hope I can do those soon. They are in the works, so hopefully it's something that you can see by the end of the year on my channel to add a little bit more anime content to what I do. And then to go with the athlete side of things, I want to do more cooking streams where I do like meal prep and different healthy meals that are easy, that are simple, that are quick, things like that, because I know for a lot of people, meal prepping and just eating healthy is one of the harder things that you can do, both for money and time, and just a lot of people don't know how to meal prep properly. So I'm hoping to do more cooking streams of going through meal prep stuff, and I hope that you guys enjoy that and that it's helpful, and maybe you'll also have a chance to ask me about nutrition and other athletic questions. But those are my goals for the year. There are a lot less goals than I had last year, but I think that's okay considering I only hit 3 of them last year. Moving forward, I'm hoping we can really hit these. And again, these are things that are truly important to me. Don't set a goal just because you're like, I need to have 3 goals in this quadrant. Like I said in my life goals one, I only have 2, and I want to focus on just those 2. If anything else happens in my life throughout that, it'll just be an extra bonus, but those 2 are the most important to me and the things I want to pay the most attention to. If I added a 3rd one, it would be arbitrary and I wouldn't actually be that passionate about hitting it. But to kind of recap, if you want to set goals, make sure they're measurable, make sure they're reasonable. It's great to shoot for the stars, but if you shoot too high, you might end up disappointed in yourself, which is kind of what happened to me last year. So make them reasonable. Don't do too many. You don't want to have too many plates spinning. You don't want to overwhelm yourself. It's okay to only have 2 goals in a quadrant. It's okay to only have 1 goal in a quadrant. The way I have mine set up with little 4 quadrants is just an easy way for me to keep it organized. You might only have 2 things. You might only have 3 things. You might not care about the circle of 5. So I have 3, and I have about 3 goals for each one. Try to set 3 to 5 goals for each one, but like I said, if it's less than that, it's fine too. If you have questions, feel free to add in the comments. Feel free to also tell me in the comments what are some goals that you have going into the new year. If you made a goal sheet similar to this, feel free to send it to me on Twitter or Discord or on any form of social media. I'm the Anime Athlete everywhere. If you're watching this on YouTube, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you're not watching this on Twitch, well, I didn't record it on Twitch, but you should go watch me on Twitch, twitch.tv/theanimeathlete. I am trying to hit partner before the end of next year, so your support is very welcome. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a good rest of your night. Have a happy new year.